ba 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 ba. Welcome to another video. Today we're doing an eating challenge in a restaurant. Something I don't get to do too often, but I'm not home. I'm actually in Southaven, Mississippi. This is the last day of my visit to Brandon and Tosha. We are just south of the border of Memphis, and Memphis has a water main break right now. So everybody from Memphis is coming down here because all the restaurants in Memphis are closed. So this place is packed. Hey guys, here I am at El Agave with Brandon, the garbage disposal Clark, here for a unique challenge. This is a 5-minute challenge. It's a huge 5-pound burrito, which isn't exceptionally large, but it's a huge burrito in general. But you only have 5 minutes to do it. So there's no fooling around with this. So we're going to do the intro outside here, then head inside and check this out. Brandon here has the record. What'd you do with it?
Somewhere a little over 3 minutes, like 3 minutes and 11 seconds, I want to say.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's always nice to get a record, but I'm just literally here trying to break 5 minutes. We were supposed to be at Kooky Canucks today. That fell through, and then there's problems with Memphis. So all kinds of restaurants are not open in the Memphis area. We're right over the border in Mississippi. And even here, we have a 25-minute wait to try this challenge. But hopefully we'll be able to film some videos today. This will be the first challenge of the day. I'm excited. Let's head inside and check it out. While we were waiting for our table, I was fortunate enough to get some shots with some local celebrities. And then, of course, Brandon always is able to fill the time with some entertainment.
Hey guys, I'm going to try to challenge today too. I don't think they're going to know it's me.
We were even able to make some new friends.
I'm in here trying to meet with these guys on this challenge. We love it.
Oh, excellent.
When we got to the table, I noticed we had a big menu filled with lots of great stuff, but I flipped it right to the challenge, the Big Daddy Burrito Challenge. Here's a little size comparison versus my hand. It's 15 inches long. And of course, there's the Memphis Wing Bowl ring for comparison. This is what it looks like when they bring it out. It's nice and hot though. And they have a rule where you're allowed to open up the burrito to allow it to cool down so you don't burn yourself.
What, a half hour? Half an hour. You ready to start it? I'm ready. 1, 2, 3, go.
All right, guys, we are off. Now, please remember, I only have 5 minutes to eat this thing, which is not a lot of time. So I'm trying to eat as neatly as possible, using the spoon as long as possible. But it's going to get messy in this one. What? Did you see this lady's reaction? I didn't even notice, of course, when I was filming this. But during editing, that's classic. I want to thank Brandon and Tosha for helping me shoot this video. The angles I was able to get with their help, I wouldn't only be able to get my own. It's like, for instance, this shot. It's just a different shot. You can see the food that I'm eating. And there's actually large pieces of meat inside there, like whole shrimp that are good-sized shrimp. So it was a little trickier to eat than I thought, because I'm just using a spoon. There's no time to cut anything in half. You just got to kind of do quick bites and swallow. I find having to spoon burritos like this, it's much harder for me to eat fast. I think if I'm able to pick up the burrito and hold it in my hands and just take a bite out of it, it seems to be much easier to eat, much cleaner and neater, and usually my time is a lot faster when I do it that way. But I can say, enjoying this burrito, that sauce on there is fantastic. It's so good. I often get asked when people see me eating this quickly, did you even taste the food? Well, as a competitive eater, I've learned to turn off that in my brain. So if you're eating something that you don't normally like to eat, like for me, onions or mushrooms, usually I can just turn it off and just power it down because it's part of the contest and you're trying to win money. But with this one, the queso sauce was so good and the flavors inside the burrito were so good, I actually allowed myself to enjoy it. Now, of course, typically it would take me maybe 20, 25 minutes to eat this if I was eating it just a slow pace, talking and having a conversation. But I did allow myself to enjoy the flavor while throwing it down. These reactions from the other diners are priceless. Since I only had 5 minutes, I was trying to concentrate on getting this burrito down. I wasn't aware of how many people were watching from time to time. and I could hear the cheers in the background, and the voices were kind of overlapping themselves, so I couldn't tell who was who, but I could hear people talking and saying different things. And of course now I have to eat even messier because this burrito wrap was not going to get cut with a spoon, so I had to really use my hand at this point with all the people watching. But it seemed to be working okay. I'm moving at a pretty good pace. I'm really comfortable that I'm going to be in under the 5 minutes right now, but I'm just not sure how fast I'm going to finish. Soon I'm going to put a big spoonful in my mouth and take a drink to try to wash it down, and as I was looking towards the manager who was timing me, I thought he said the word done. So I opened my mouth and asked if I was done, and he confirmed.
Oh wow. I didn't scrape it and do as much as I thought I did.
I'm glad this food went down well. I feel pretty good inside still, so we're gonna head over and do another challenge right after this. That'll be in another video coming out soon.
So that burrito was absolutely delicious. Huge chunks of beef in there, whole shrimp. I had no idea there was that much stuff inside that burrito, but it's glad to be able to get it done in under 5 minutes. So I get the burrito for free, and I was real close to Brandon's time. We'll have to check out, see who has the fastest time. It's well worth it at $20. I would definitely buy that just to casually eat.
Back outside the Agave, this has to be one of my top 10 restaurant challenges I've ever done. First off, because it's unique with a 5-minute time frame. 5 minutes is not a long time to eat pretty much anything in the challenge. So that was interesting, but the food was fantastic. I love queso dip, and the queso on top of this burrito was delicious, absolutely delicious. I did notice at the end, I thought the manager was telling me that I was done, so I looked over to confirm that, and he did say that I was done the challenge. But when I saw back my plate, there was definitely some rice still on the plate, so I wasn't real thrilled about how clean I left that plate, but I think the manager already called it beforehand. Oh, hi, how you doing? Thank you, thanks for coming. That was a great video. Thanks a lot for checking out my channel, and I'll see you guys again soon.